Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to regular meeting of council. It being 5:03, I'll call the meeting to order. Council, we have an agenda in front of us. We have the land acknowledgement and any changes to this agenda? If not, a motion to adopt, please, and seconded. All in favor of adoption, carried. First item of business is 4.1 for the proposed Sunshine Coast Regional Situation Table, starting on page 3. And perhaps we turn this over to Councillor Rowe.
Thank you, Chair. I brought this forward on the request of Kelly Foley from Cover the Coast. Looking at their grants, I guess the town of Gibsons has been approached by somebody in the provincial government around setting up a situation table on the Sunshine Coast. Haven't done copious amounts of reading, but what I understand it to be is sort of a table that meets quite often with service delivery folks that sit at it to bring up sort of urgent and emergent things that are going on the Sunshine Coast. So it would meet more than monthly. And I, as I understand it, if something was coming up in Sechelt, we could have somebody attend to that table to speak to it and, you know, problem solve. But it's not, from what I understand, something that we would have to sit at all the time. Places like community services, the food, Salvation Army, those sort of folks likely would, community services. But it's just another layer of support. I know everybody's probably tabled out at the idea, and it sometimes is met with an eye roll, but there are communities around BC. I sent some information out to council where these tables are set up with some success. So I don't see any reason not to support it. Town of Gibsons is taking the lead on the work. It is a regional table, however, that would cover all of us. So that's, Kelly is asking for a letter of support. There is a template within what she said, and that's why I've asked
Okay,
council to
thank you.
consider it.
Councillor Inkster and then Bell, please.
Yeah, I'm good with this. I have no problem with us
Okay, thanks.
creating a number of situations where citizens can gather to talk about local problems. So, yeah.
Okay. Councillor Bell?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Councillor McLaughlin?
I have some concerns because, we met with the safety committee. We talked about Better Together, the safety committee, which is a Vancouver initiative. Very detailed, very onerous, very interesting, but not too applicable to us. And I feel that through the committee that there is becoming to have some burnout. You know, sometimes in planning processes, we get planning burnout, design burnout in design. I think we're getting safety committee burnout a little bit. So I don't know if it's that essential that we have to go along with this. And I'm also concerned, some of the things I've gone along with, some unintended consequences can happen where I end up getting looped into funding and things that kind of get out of control. So I don't want that to happen here. So I would prefer not to sign this, I mean, I'm there to support Kelly, but is the RD also sending a letter of support? I mean, to me, they're more Elphinstone and places like that. Langdale around Gibsons, they're more appropriate in terms of needing this kind of support. So I just, I hesitate, and I don't think more is always better. I think it's better to be, you know, we're just a little
Okay,
place.
thank you.
And I
Yeah.
don't think we should get carried away. Otherwise, we end up just creating kind of a mountain out of a molehill. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Shepherd. I'm in support of signing this letter. I think these problems are happening in our community, and we have to be going as really reaching out. If this is bringing more, all of the agencies who are working on these problems together, that we should be supporting it. So
I don't know why we wouldn't. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. I didn't get a motion, by the way. Oh, of course.
I'll make a motion
Yes, of
that
course you will.
we
Yeah.
provide a letter of support to,
And a second, okay.
Yep.
I got a lot of questions, but that doesn't interfere with saying, great, let's see what we can get. How it works, why it's Gibson's, you know, how do we contribute to, you know, all of those things. But for this, what we're being asked for is, fine with me at this stage. Anything else? I'll call the question. All in favor? Counselor McLaughlin opposed? Thank you. Okay, then, item 5 of our agenda is to go into closed meeting under section 91 Alpha Kilo Lima and 92 Boy. Bravo. Have a motion? All in favor? Opposed? Oh, thanks. Okay.